So hey everyone, today I'll be giving you a tutorial on how to connect your Redis with .NET. And in this video I'll show you how to set up Redis and what are the necessary required packages for .NET in order to use your Redis functionalities for cache purpose. Okay, and we'll be doing some CRUD operation as well, and that will basically get and put some data in your cache and it will be useful for your application, because you don't have to trigger your database in regularly for each and every API request, right? So I hope you know why we use caching services, just to make the response time very quicker. We use these services. Okay, so there are many more other useful features of Redis as well, but this is the main purpose of using caching services. So here I'm taking an example of my current project I'm working on, and I created one API to get some news from this API, and I had passed the news the user is searching for. So there could be a possible chances like many of the people can come and search for the similar news, right? So for that purpose we don't have to create your go to your database and fetch the records and send it to the user. We can catch this that particular news in our Redis, and can fetch that quickly fetch that record and send it to the user. So that will make your web of more responsive, right? So quickly starting with the tutorial without wasting any time, let me give you a brief idea. So before getting to the run the Redis locally, you can use Redis, download the Redis and you can use it locally, or you can run the Redis in your Docker. I prefer Docker because it is very it can be used for many of the things, right? So one of the thing is to run Redis and other dependencies which are required in your projects. So I'm just writing command docker run. I'll name it the services as Redis. I'll do it run in backend, then 6379 port number, port number where the Redis will be running in Docker, and the services are going to run. So you don't have to worry about what I have written here. I'll post it. I'll post that in my LinkedIn post or description, and you can take it from there. So I'll just hit enter, and I can see like my Redis is up and started. Okay, so yeah, so this is how you start your Redis in your Docker. So let me quickly add the service file for. So this is for your mostly in your big companies we have to maintain the files in the separate files. So for that we need to add our service file. We can do that by using add class, and we can name it anything Redis. I'll name it at Redis service. Okay, so this is I already created a Redis service, but I'm creating on one more. So I'm naming it as service 2, just to give a brief introduction to Redis. So that's why I'm creating one more. So before proceeding and writing the codes required for Redis to connect and do some ground operation on it, so let me first install the dependency. So the NuGet packages which is required for connecting your Redis is stack exchange dot Redis. So this is the NuGet packages you may require. You have to download it for your project. So I have already done that, so I don't have to do that again. I'll come at my file. I will set up two private variable so that I can connect my Redis services. So this connection multiplexer, it is already coming, connection multiplexer Redis. Okay, so I just take it that one, and I need an instance by which I can communicate with my database, right? So I'll take interface, so it is already recommending me use iDatabase. So using this I can interact with my Redis server. So I need to create one constructor. So initialize this service. So it is already recommending me to pass one connection string. I will tell you what is this connection string is, and for now just take it how it is, and I'll initialize my Redis to Redis in this variable, and I will get the database from the Redis and initialize to cache DB to perform my operations like setting the string, setting the data, or removing the element, or getting some element from it. Okay, so I have to perform three operations. So for that I need to have three different methods. This is already suggesting me that create a method of sets a string, so that I need to pass key and value and the timestamp for which it will be available, right, after which it will be automatically be deleted from your server. So you need to pass that, right? You don't want to persist the things which you are not required frequently. So what is the need of cache then, right? So this is the structure for setting the string of setting string async method, and we can just accept that method. For now I'm accepting this, but you have to write it on your own so that you can get a good command on it. Okay, second thing is this is I'm setting the Redis. Now I'll getting the things from the Redis, right? So I'll create one method async task to get a string, and I'll pass I'll return type is star dot string, because I'll be passing one key and I'll returning a value. So here the key, and why I'm passing key and value, this is type of dictionary. So Redis is a type of dictionary database that stores the value in key value pair, and so whatever so this is the one thing that you need to remind yourself. Whatever you are want to store in Redis, you need to be serialize that into a string, then you can store that in your Redis database. So we can serialize and deserialize these JSON, right? So you can do that, and then you can able to save that here. So I'll create one more method async task. It will not return anything, it will just remove my string. It's already recommending me that. Okay, async, right? So I'll just take it as a public. This is something blunder I created. So now all my database is set. Okay, so now I have to initialize this Redis service 2 in the place where I'm going to use. So I'll go to my free VS solution. I'll create one Redis instance. No, I don't have to connect multiplexer.connect because already done in my services. I have to create new services, that is Redis service 2. I already created Redis service, but to showcase and giving you hands on how to create one, so I created one more. So let me create one more. I'll pass one string. So the string here is localhost. So localhost, so that it will connect your 637, which you remember, which we had initialized in our Docker, right? 6379. So to connect 6379 of your local to the Docker, you need to pass this string, so that it will connect and read your Redis, right, which is running on this port. Now what I'll do, I created this instance. Okay, so if so I have to check whether my cache value, I'll await and get string. So this is recommending news, but I don't have to pass it hard coded. I'll share it pass. So this is the value. So cache value not equals to null, then if it is not null, so I have to create where news. I'll okay, I'll have to deserialize no, JSON JSON. Okay, so let me check. This can comment on, it's already recommending me this, but this is not the thing. So this is getting me error, else get this. Okay. I'll just remove this thing. It's already been done. Okay, I'll just remove this from here as well. I'll put that here. Okay, so this is done. I will just return news if not is equals to null. This will not be null. I'll reach doing the check here, right? So we are all set. We are setting the JSON. So here we are setting the Redis, right? Okay, I'll pass this. Okay, the news is getting current and created. Okay, time frame for, so here you can change the time frame for which you want the cache to store that value. So this is done. Okay, okay, so all thing is done. Let me run this code and quickly check whether our code is working fine or not. So here I can suggest you one thing. By the time it is loading this, you don't have to hard code this thing, right? You have to maintain a separate file because that is usually done in big companies and in our company as well. But just to show you and quickly overview of how to connect a Redis, I just hard coded that. So let me go to this. Let me try it out. I'll pass. So I have the titles. So let me title. So let me check what is the results I'm getting it. I'll put that in first of all. Redis. So I'm getting some values, right? Okay, so I'm getting some values, right? Lots of values. So let me try it now. It should get it from the Redis, right? First up on it is variant. So it has some values. So it written. So you can see, right? This is it is not getting it from the database. Now the cache is already having that value and now returning that value. So that is the use of cache. You don't have to hit your database again and again and reduce your time, right? So this is how you connect your Redis cache. And I hope you like this video and give a thumbs up if you like this video, and wait for it for my next video on how to utilize Docker for containerization of your application, how to create an image, how to use it, all the other requirement for your application using Docker. So wait for that video. For now, thank you all for your quick support and being with me for this long. Thank you.